Indiana Jones 5. This is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny with Harrison Ford returning as Indiana Jones. Tell me about the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, the 5th in the series and hopefully the final in the series. Hopefully, Disney doesn't just stretch this out as long as they can. Poor Harrison Ford. But yeah, we get old man Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. We get digitally de-aged, which looks like they did a really good job this time around. Harrison Ford as earlier, scenes of Indiana Jones. And we have James Mangold stepping in to direct this time around, who, what has James Mangold done that's not good, so it's a great choice as far as somebody other than Spielberg to direct this thing. And I know we're recording this right after it just had its premiere at Cannes, and the reactions have been mixed at best, I guess. But I don't really think that was the right setting to premiere a movie like this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the trailers are great, and it's Indiana Jones. I mean, even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, like for all of its, people saying that it was terrible, I think it was goofy. I don't think it was. I never thought it was terrible. I thought it was just very goofy. I think Temple of Doom is goofy. I think it's like right on that same level. I hope this is more Raiders or more
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade. Yeah, I hope it's more in line with those. But even if it's another goofy one to go out on, it's still Indiana Jones.
You're right. This is James Mangold, so this is the same guy that brought us Logan. I don't think it was nominated for an Oscar, but it was in the Oscar conversation. So it was Logan and the Wolverine, which were two great, darker, but still emotionally satisfying Wolverine films. This is also, it's written by David Koepp, who works with Spielberg a ton. This is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's done a ton of stuff. She was in Star Wars movies. She's also in her own series, Fleabag. This is a return of John Rhys-Davies as Sallah. This is Antonio Banderas. This is going down the list. This is Toby Jones, and this is also Mads Mikkelsen.
Ooh.
So the guy,
love Mads.
Yeah, this is a guy who's played Hannibal Lecter. This is a guy who's played every villain known to mankind. He was the villain in Doctor Strange 1. Mads Mikkelsen. How does anyone not love Mads Mikkelsen in a villain role as Jurgen Voller?
Mm-hmm.
I am also a little bit torn on this film because Crystal Skull came around, 10, 12 years ago, or a little bit longer than that now, 2006 or 7. The original Indiana Jones trilogy from the 80s, 81, 84, and 89. That was my childhood, from the time I was about 6, 7 years old through the time to when I was 14, 15. So I love the original trilogy. Temple of Doom not as much, but still, that's part of that era of Indiana Jones and adventure. Yeah. That in adventure serials that Steven Spielberg and George Lucas wrote together, just because they were at the height of their games and loved those 30s, 40s serials from when they were kids. When I heard that he was coming back, when Harrison Ford was coming back at 80-something years old, at the same time that he was doing a Yellowstone prequel TV show and then doing another TV show, I was a little bit worried because Harrison Ford has been a guy for the last